What's up? What's up? What's up? What's happening? It's Michael Rutherford. It is Sunday, I think it's the 27th of October. I'm sitting in the Southwest Airlines terminal getting ready to board a flight, so this is going to be very fast, very aggressive. It'll probably make at least good amount of sense, but I'm going to fly through it. So appreciate you taking a listen just really quickly. I want to try to cover a lot of stuff really fast because today's the last day for somebody to power up to be a player and get grandfathered in on the AppShare program. So you're going to hear noise. It might suck, but my goal is that you can get some good info. But you know, the whole story of Rippln, the mission of it is to share in the rewards of social giving or social sharing. In other words, we all have a social graph. We have a value, and people have never been compensated for it. So the whole vision of this thing is to create a platform where people can share things and get rewarded. We have a team of people around the world that's making that happen from all over Europe and Asia, the United States, and collectively between 10, 15 years together, over $1 billion in revenue. But the story, the strategy is pretty common sense, simple. It's, look, go where the eyeballs are. Everybody that you know has got an app on their phone they play all day long, whether it's Facebook and they're chatting with their friends, or Instagram and they're posting pictures, or Pinterest and they're looking at recipes. Doesn't matter what it is. Everybody and their brother knows it's a common story that the app and game market has completely exploded, but that people are the ones driving it. People are the ones sharing it. So as you know, in April, we began our Buzz campaign, and since then, we got into validation, now monetization, which is the ability for people to make money off of that sharing, off of the buzz that they created. So the next handful of weeks is going to be super exciting because we're rolling out our entire app share model with Candy Crush and a bunch of other apps. We're rolling out the beginning stages of some of our commerce model and our chat app, which, by the way, was just approved by Apple. We have accomplished so much in the last handful of months, one of which is our launching of Photo Guesseroo, which really accomplished two main things. The first thing it accomplished is the fact that we could track an invitation. We could track the parent-child relationship between an invitation of an app. Like, I could download an app on my phone, I could share it with a friend, and our technology would track that relationship, which has never been done before. So the app of Photo Guesseroo is your tool to go and invite people to your Ripple. The second thing that I'd like to talk about as far as a tool is concerned is the fact that we will have the Rippln chat app, our communication tool, very, very soon. Again, it was approved by Apple just a couple days ago. It'll launch here shortly, a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. That's a loose date. It's soon. Just leave it at that. It's soon. And you'll be able to use the chat app as a way to communicate with people, connect with people around the world. It's Android, iPhone, and internationalized on day one. But the whole purpose of why are we even talking about playing this app game is because we're the linchpin in the app conversation of the app marketplace. It's such a disconnected, fragmented, challenged industry that the individual person is the differentiator. It's us that makes the difference when we share apps with people. And we want to roll out a model that says, you know what if you ask 10 people this question? Like, I'm in the airport right now. I just was in line, talking to people, why are you in Vegas? Oh, we're here for my sister's birthday. What are you doing? Oh, we're here for a conference. What conference? We're in the, in the mobile app marketing business. Really, what does that mean? We pay people to download Candy Crush. He's like, no way. And I go, yeah, it's pretty insane. He goes, here's my card. I look at his card. He works for Amazon in their app department. And he goes, we're always looking for partners to help market. So think about that. As a player now, you power up for $95. Today's the last day, the 27th of October, last day to power up at just $95 to be a player and be grandfathered into the AppShare program. Starting tomorrow, anybody that powers up is going to purchase the AppShare program in addition to their power up for an additional $199. The cool thing, once someone gets in, they'll click on a couple tabs in the back office. They'll click Share Apps, Earn Cash, pull up the catalog, click a button that says Share with your friend via text, and it'll populate a link for, let's say, Dragon Skies or War of Nations or Candy Crush. And it'll say, click here if you have an iPhone, click here if you have an Android. Super easy model. And what's really fun about that is as people start growing their ripples around the world, not only are they going to be paid off of the individual downloads, of the people that they get to download an app for free apps, real money. They're going to get an override off of all the different app downloads of everyone in the Ripple. But the biggest way that they're going to be able to generate revenue is off of the AppShare catalog itself. So as people are coming in and buying the AppShare catalog, we're sending $100 out of the $199 immediately through the coaching rewards plan. Why coaching? One, because it's paid every single week, and two, because now you have the ability to go out and coach people through the AppShare program, the entire catalog program. So generally speaking, it looks pretty simple. For every 100 people that you have coming into the AppShare program that's purchasing the $199 app catalog, which again is just simple, That might be a month, a week, a day, an hour. It's totally up to you. But there's 100 points generated that's going into the rewards plan, the coaching rewards plan. An average level 3 player is probably making 10% as an override or as a percentage of those points. So 100 AppShare app catalogs that come in, 100 points per each one. That's a 10% average. You're making $1,000 again a week, a month, or a day. If you're an all-star, generally speaking, and this is just an illustration, you're probably making 2 or 3 times that because your average is larger. So that's a $2,000 or $3,000 a month, a week, or a day income based on average 100 people coming in buying the AppShare program. That's on the front end. The back end is all still residual off your player engagement, off the players that you have that have 5 free fans playing a game, downloading an app, logging in, buying a product. All of that activity is either paying you on the upfront through the AppShare program or in the back end on a residual basis off of everything that's taking place from your player engagement. So really, somebody's decision they have to make is: do I want to play, or do I want to play? Do I want to play, or do I want to play around? Being a fan or a player, getting the AppShare program, and then really starting to build a real business. So I do want to show you a few other things. One of which is the current list of the apps. The first app that everybody wants to talk about is Candy Crush. This will change over time. We'll be adding apps to it. We may even take apps away. We may change more money, less money. But simply put, Candy Crush is the one everybody wants to talk about, but this is also the one that a lot of people already have. But listen real clear. If you share Candy Crush from your back office as an individual link to someone and they click it and download it, if they've never downloaded Candy Crush before, you will make 50% of whatever this number is. So in the United States on an iPhone, $2.70 is paid out. So you're going to make $1.35 just to share Candy Crush with your friend. It's iPhone and Android. In this instance, iPhone pays more. This is USA only. For Candy Crush, Kingdom Vale, iOS is less, 70 cents. You're going to make half of 70 cents. You're going to make 35 cents to share Kingdom Vale. But they pay more for Android. War of Nations is another app. War of Nations, the cool thing is it's $2.10 for an iOS download, iOS only, but it's in the UK, USA, Canada, Australia, Switzerland, Sweden, Singapore. You get the point. A lot of places. One thing you may or may not be able to see, Dragon Skies, $1.40, iPhone only, UK, USA, Australia, Canada, Norway, New Zealand, in Ireland. You may or may not be able to see all the countries on Knights of Dragons. Let me see if I can shrink it. There we go. So Knights and Dragons, here we go. Knights and Dragons, Android only, super global, $1.75 per installation, US, Canada, all over Europe, United Arab Emirates, Denmark, Belgium, Germany, New Zealand, you name it, all over the place. So that is a very quick walkthrough of the first 5 apps into the program. This is visually what you'll do in your back office. The AppShare toolbar, you're going to click a button. If you're a fan, you'll see the button, but you won't be able to do anything with it. It's going to pull up a video to say, hey, time to power up. This is once we go live. Time to power up. If you're already a player, it's going to give you the catalog. It's going to give you the apps. You're going to be able to scroll through the apps, click on which app you want, Candy Crush, War Nations, Dragon Skies, click it. It's going to pull up a URL. You can share that URL with somebody, and bam, as soon as they download it and install it to their phone, it'll trigger that bounty paid from that marketing company to the Ripple. Think of it as advertisers or the companies wanting to give us money to bring them users, to bring them clients, to bring them free installations. There's a 30-day hold time or pending time while we wait for them to vet us out and pay us out. But it's pretty simple. But you'll all be able to log into your back office, log into the Play tab, measure and track all the revenue, measure and track all the money coming to you based off of downloads. You'll be able to go into the loyalty rewards and measure all the $1.99 AppShare catalogs being sold, what your checks is off of that. Again, I'm a little frantic. I'm all over the map. Forgive me. You've still been able to hear noise of people walking through the airport. So I definitely wanted to get something to you. Definitely wanted to be under 10 minutes. Here's what I can tell you. Put your faith and trust in what we're doing, and you're going to be super happy that you did. I mean, that's my commitment to you guys. We're not going to be perfect, but we'll be perfectly intentioned. And everything's not always going to work absolutely perfect. We're not going to have every single app in every single country, and it's just not going to happen. But I promise you, we are working our butts off to make sure you have a community, a business, a product, and a story and support in belief from us to you that you can go make this thing work. I don't care what country in the world you're sitting in. So if you haven't already, power up ASAP today. before we go live with the AppShare program tomorrow. And the minute that we go live, let's go out and start sharing apps with people, getting free downloads, but focus all your efforts, 90% of your day, talking to people about the AppShare program. Hey, how would you like to make real money sharing free apps? That's the kind of stuff that's going to build you a business. So from Vegas, as I board my flight, have an awesome day. Thanks a whole ton for watching. See ya, see ya, see ya. Bye-bye.